The best thing about the Monday Night War line so far seems to be some of the wacky Build-A-Figures we can get. So I wanted to put together the Disciple, Hollywood Hogan's Disciple from the NWO, from WCW. There's even a date on the boxes. Nitro, August 17, 1998. Very specific. Quick rundown. The head came with the Rob Van Dam figure. The legs with the Rock. The arms with alternate hands came with the Stevie Ray. Then the torso and vest with the Booker T of the little 4-figure set. I always like to just show the assembly just in case somebody wants to see arms in there. I probably make the Voltron joke every time, but I'll form the head. Oh, and we got Ed put together there, which is freaking awesome because more members of the NWO was just going to be a lot more helpful for the WCW collection, even if it's just the Disciple that didn't do a whole lot, to be honest. I can't find where he had a match while he was still with the NWO. He just always helped interfere, like, for Hogan, and he had a finisher, but not like finishing matches, just he'd do like a sit-down stunner move, and a lot of time he'd have the WCW world title on his shoulder, like it was like some extra devastation to fall on the hard metal of the belt. But we can see the vest on the back. He's kind of got his own little like barbed wire NWO logo, not the usual one. Cool little vest bit here. Of course that could be removable, but kind of part of his look. The hair has a really nice like texture. I think he probably had darker hair really than this, but maybe he started out a little more blonde. But the Hollywood headband is just permanently painted on there. It's not removable. You can't really do his later look when he kind of left and was just the Disciple on his own. Shades removable though, so you can get a little bit of the booty man face here. Some beefcake action. Kind of small beard. Disguised him quite well for that one. I just didn't know who it was at the time. Got the arm tattoo. And his pants kind of cool. Like, I think we got For Life, kind of lightning Hogan theme stuff. Kind of had his own little logo here with the sword and skull. Maybe a little bit like with his tattoo here. And his 90s chain. Skull belt buckle. You can see the belt here, but it's not really colored, so kind of missing there. But I don't know if this is supposed to be a little bit of chaps action, just a little bit of black painted. Maybe it just doesn't come through that much, but it's the Disciple. I'm going to live with it here. He just has some shoes here. But just to bolster the lineup with NWO, it's just cool to have an extra guy. And you can get the Ultimate Warrior WCW attire figure out with him, but again, he's kind of got like the Hollywood, and he doesn't have his one Warrior Nation vest because he was the only member that joined Warrior's one-person stable, thus making it two, thus making it not a one Warrior Nation. Although I guess there was only one guy named the Warrior in it. It was the Warrior. And he just had a Disciple. We got the fists you can switch in, but I usually like to keep these in case I do have him hold accessories or something. He held Hogan's belt for him. That's about it for the NWO run, but I don't know, he did always kind of have a cool look. I mean, once he had all the stuff on his face and he just kind of stand there silent most of the time. It's like his bodyguard. I think it kind of worked. They just didn't do anything else with it. They didn't do like the big, like, him turning on him, like, in some dramatic fashion for even a match. I don't think. At least if they did, didn't do good enough for me to remember. How about that? But this is the kind of stuff, like, I love and don't love, because I really wanted this, but that means I had to get every figure to do the Build-A-Figure thing. So it's like, dang, can't pick and choose there. You gotta get all the parts. But if there's no other way to release, like, a character like this that didn't do a whole lot, but he was there, and you know, like, kind of associate my memories with watching WCW, like, he was there with the NWO and Hogan. If it had to be a Build-A-Figure, then I want to be the one to build it, because this is the kind of wrestler I like to add to my collection, just like any name of that time period, the Monday Night Wars specifically. So I didn't do videos for all the figures because nobody really cares that much about them. The Build-A-Figure is like the hot item of the set, you know, like kind of first in the line kind of in a sense, you know, like this gimmick and stuff like that. He's got some unique bits. He's got a few like corners cut here and there with the chaps just kind of being the color change just barely in his jeans. But he has his jacket. He has accessory stuff. I mean, didn't ever think I would get a Disciple figure, so I'm going to call this a win. I mean, you gotta give him props. He had a job, high-paying job. He pretty much did nothing but stand by Hogan. A few run-ins here and there, but he didn't have to like put on no 20-minute matches on TV and exhaust himself. Nice, easy day's work. We could all strive to be like Ed. At least he didn't stick with the sleeper, you know, he got the stunner. I don't know if that was like another joke with like Vincent having Vince McMahon's name, and so then the Disciple hitting the Stone Cold Stunner, like if these were weird spoofs of the WWF on the other channel. I don't know. But this is the kind of guy I love to add to the collection. It's just a lot of fun. So this is the time period I like to collect and show here. So the Monday Night War line is like a gift and a curse, because it has the figures and stuff that I want, but tough to get a hold of sometimes, seems like. And they're like flying out, like releasing like weirdly rapidly too. It's kind of weird. But I'll try to grab them so I can show you here as I add them to my collection. Now a word from the Disciple.